Ladies and gentlemen, 2019 inductee, Coach G.B. Beasley. George Brewer G.B. Beasley was born December 3, 1933 in Montgomery, Alabama, to George W. and Elizabeth Beasley, the second of 8 children. The Beasleys moved to Etowah County when G.B. started school. He started playing sports for the Etowah High School Blue Devils and legendary Hall of Fame coach Jim Glover. As a senior in 1949, G.B. was selected Birmingham News first-team All-State guard on Glover's undefeated state championship team. The 5'8", 185-pound guard, nicknamed Square, was selected team co-captain along with end Donald Colgrove and played in the Alabama High School All-Star Game. According to Coach Glover's son, Jerry, "My dad said after all his coaching was finished, G.B. was the player who I could fire up the very most. G.B. usually was drawn to tears in the pregame locker room. My dad, I think, looked upon him like another son." Following graduation in 1950, G.B. went to play football at the University of Alabama under Coach Harold "Red" Drew. He played during the 1950 and 51 seasons before enlisting in the U.S. Army in 1952. G.B. on the right is shown with his father George and brothers Johnny on the left and Roland in the front. After his service to our country, G.B. attended Jacksonville State Teachers College, now Jacksonville State University, to complete his college degree. He earned Phi Beta Kappa honors and began a successful career as a math teacher, coach, and administrator. In 1954, G.B. met another Jack State student, Gene Everett of Rainsville. The couple married in 1955. Following graduation, they moved to Attalla, where G.B. became a math teacher and assistant coach for 4 years at Etowah High School with Coach Glover. After undefeated teams in 1956 and 1958, Coach Beasley became the head football coach at Cherokee County High School in Center. In his second season, Beasley led the 1961 Warriors to an undefeated 9-0-1 mark and a top 10 state ranking. Following the season, he was selected as one of the coaches for the North in the AHSAA All-Star Game in Tuscaloosa. He thus became one of only a few to both play and coach in the All-Star Game. Albertville High School came calling, and Beasley moved to Sand Mountain in 1962. It was here that Coach Beasley would take a faltering Aggie team to one of the best in their storied history. His first Aggie team started slow, but ended the season with consecutive wins over Scottsboro, Emma Sansom, and Guntersville. The Aggies were led that year by All-State guard and linebacker Roger Little Leroy Hart, a 2017 Marshall County Sports Hall of Fame inductee who played at the University of Kentucky. The highlight of Beasley's tenure at Albertville came in 1965, when the Aggies went 8-1-1 and was ranked in the 4A top 10. This senior-laden team included many standout players, with 5 receiving college football scholarships. All-State players Larry Buchanan from Auburn and Bobby Murphy, Alabama. 2007 Marshall County Sports Hall of Fame inductee and board member Mike Little, Jacksonville State. Marshall County Sports Hall of Fame nominee Ken Gilliland to Livingston State. And Verban Farmer, Chattanooga. Other outstanding senior players, including Marshall County Sports Hall of Fame board member Bill Aaron, Thomas Alford, Edwin Hill, Tommy Carr, Tom Moore, Jackie Neesmith, Dennis Dickerson, Ricky Raines, Ronald Dendy, Lloyd Davis, Sheldon Elmore, and Ronald Dyer. Many of these players met regularly for lunch with Coach Beasley for many years to recall that special season and the positive impact he had on their lives. The 8-1-1 record remains as the best regular season mark at AHS since the 1954 team went 9-1 for 2002 Marshall County Sports Hall of Fame inductee Ralph Reed. In 1966, Coach Beasley went to Haleyville for 6 years as the head football coach. While there, he completed a master's degree and AA certification in administration and supervision from the University of Alabama. G.B. decided to hang up his whistle to become the principal at Fort Payne High School, serving from 1972 until his retirement in 1987. After retirement, he became a consultant for the Alabama Association of School Principals Association and was on the NASSP Board of Directors, where he had the opportunity to meet President Ronald Reagan in 1984. He also served as a deacon and Sunday school teacher at his church, president of the Rotary Club, president of the Fort Payne City Board of Education, and board member of the DeKalb County Sports Hall of Fame. GB was also inducted into the Etowah County Sports Hall of Fame and the Alabama Educational Leaders Hall of Fame. Coach and Mrs. Beasley have 2 sons, Brian and Tim. Brian and his wife Deb have 2 daughters, Meg Beasley and Paige Beasley Wetzel. Both were outstanding volleyball players and students at Fort Payne High School. Meg played volleyball at Faulkner University. She also coached the 2017 Plainview High School volleyball team to area and region championships and the AHSAA Elite 8. She is currently an elementary teacher in Satsuma. Paige played at JSU and is currently the Director of Volleyball Operations at Auburn University. Paige and her husband, Josh Wetzel, are shown here with GB and Jean. He is the Digital Media Director for Auburn Athletics. The Wetzels have 2 daughters, shown here with GB, Harper, and Peyton. Sadly, Coach G.B. Beasley passed away on March 30th, 2017. He will always be remembered for his dedication to his profession and the love he displayed for his players, students, and family. Ladies and gentlemen, Marshall County Sports Hall of Fame Class of 2019 inductee, Mr. G.B. Beasley.